You have one unheard message.
Okay, it's 3 a.m. My shoes are gone. Was there, and my Uber rating is definitely a 0. You are not ready for this story.
Hi. How are you?
Morning.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming on It's Always Something, Nicole.
Of course. Sorry about last time. Kid issues and all that shit.
Oh,
So
you're so
and I didn't
fine.
have my headphones that day also. So
Yeah,
it
I
makes
was
sense.
I was honestly all over the place that day too, so it worked out for me well.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It worked out. Okay,
And now I'm
perfect.
back in Florida, which you probably can't tell because I'm in like a full alfalfa fucking coat, but comfort over everything.
I know you look cozy.
Yeah, it is. It's great. Yeah. So where are you right now?
Love it. So I'm in Jersey.
Okay.
Just trying to get like all Christmas things done. I'm finally done wrapping like all my kids' gifts, and it's been a crazy month because we literally just wrapped filming Jersey Shore,
Yeah.
like our last season, which is airing in January. So usually like the first week of December, I'm like done with everything.
Uh-huh.
But we've been so busy filming
Uh-huh.
that it like ruined my schedule.
Yep.
So I'm finally done. So I'm not like stressed about Christmas now.
Yeah, I know. I bet you like dropped the kids off at school this morning and now you're in full character.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like we have like a weird like millennial pause on this video thing, by the way. It's like I think we're like a second behind, not that it's a big deal, but
Oh my God, stop.
I've never done I've never done a video podcast before. This is my first one. I mean, you're in great hands, don't get me wrong. I'm a pro,
Really?
but yeah, no. Usually I have them like in person. That way we can like, cheers, drink martinis, all of the above.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Usually I'm in
I'm the first one.
Yeah, you are. My first good one. Usually I'm in California. I go to San Diego State. I'm a senior in college. So,
Okay.
And now-
Smart queen.
yeah, I'm trying to get my business degree. I bet you could appreciate that,
I love that.
Yeah.
Good for you.
right? Yeah. So I've also been rewatching the show Jersey Shore a little bit just because why the fuck not? Funny enough, I know my friends are like trying to talk to me and I'm like, I'm working. They're like, you're watching Jersey Shore. I'm like, that's fucking work this week. So
Well, yeah, like I'm studying.
I'm literally studying.
I'm
yeah.
taking notes.
Yeah, but you look I'm not just saying this to like hype you up or glaze you. You look the exact fucking same as you did on the first episode of the show. So
Really?
yeah, girl, I don't know what your secret is, but
Well,
you're
maybe-
looking good.
Yeah, I think Chilean, like the Spanish roots.
Okay.
Like I feel like a lot of Spanish people, they just age very nicely.
Yep.
But also I get Botox, so
Oh, that helps.
that can help also.
Mhm.
But yeah, I really try and like take care of my skin a lot. I hardly wear any makeup. Like my day to day, because I'm like basically a stay-at-home mom if I'm not working.
Yeah.
I'm literally no makeup, baggy clothes, like hair in a bun,
Yep.
just like trash.
Yep.
So maybe that helps like my skin because I'm not putting on pounds of makeup every day. I don't know.
I'm dead. It helps the brand too. I like that.
Mm.
Yeah, you got the pink,
Yeah.
the cheetah print. I'm liking your background.
Oh yeah, I got my pillow here.
Yeah.
And all my stuff in the back. Yeah, I'm in my office right now.
Okay,
Because
there you
there's
go.
really nowhere else I can like do like my podcast interviews because I do these a lot because
Yeah.
it's so hard for me to like just leave for the day to like do in-person things.
Yeah.
Just because I have to get the kids at school and then they have sports after and I do carpool.
Totally.
So I'm just very
I'm so
busy,
dead. Look
being
at
a mom.
you.
So
Wow, full 360.
I
but
know.
Not quite. Yeah, I also like I feel like relate and respect you honestly so much in a way just because it's like to go from party girl crazy whatever to
Yeah.
having businesses and being so respected in the media now, have like dropping your kids off at fucking school and sports practice, like that is definitely a transition.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I started like ninth grade.
Yeah.
Like I was going to parties and like doing the things. So
Yeah.
I feel like me and my friends, like we partied enough to the point where like when I did get pregnant at 24,
Yeah.
I was like ready. Because remember the main goal of me going to the shore,
Yeah.
season 1, I wanted to find my gorilla juice head and have 10 babies. Like that was always the goal, was for me to be a young hot mom and have
Yes.
kids and like do the whole like dream of having a family.
Yeah.
So that was always the goal and I did it.
Exactly. Got to
But
get your
yeah,
foot in the door somehow.
I've been going nuts since I was like 13, so
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, but I feel like that person was, it's not like you had I mean, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I'm sure you can tell me better than I could tell you. A full transition, meaning like you kind of just woke up one day and were like, oh, I'm going to be so motherly and have all these new character traits. Like, again, as I said, I'm rewatching the show and I feel like you've always been smart. You've always known what you want. You've always been ambitious. And I think obviously you maybe took it and ran with it a little harder in a couple years, but I feel like that you've always been that person. You know, I feel like you're very well rounded, even if people like to just pinpoint you for one or two things. I think that's bullshit.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I feel like my parents definitely raised me to be like a decent human being
Yeah.
and, respect people and their feelings. And I'm not an asshole. And I'm
Yeah.
really trying to raise my kids to not be assholes.
Yeah.
And I just want them to respect others and just be like a kind human being. So I feel like I was always like that.
Yes.
So yeah, when I had my first baby, Lorenzo, who's now 13, crazy.
Yeah.
I always knew I wanted to be a mom, but I was never good with kids and babies scared me. Like I was
Okay.
scared to hold them because I thought I would do something wrong. So I was like, how am I going to be this great mom that I envision myself to be if I'm scared of kids?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So right when I had Lorenzo, everything just came naturally. Thank God, because I was never good with kids. So yeah, it was, thank God.
Yeah.
Everyone could be maternal. If I could do it,
I'm
you
fucking
can do
dead.
it.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not ready
Yeah.
yet, but once I am ready to have my hot babies,
Yeah,
then I'll be on a roll.
you'll be great.
Yeah. So you have 3?
I have 3, yeah. So Lorenzo is 13. He's in middle school. Giovanna's 11. And then my little is 6, Angelo.
Nice. And what's that like with them being in school? Like, are parent-teacher conferences? Are they like, yo, I think I know you?
Well, I moved to Gianni's town like 10 years ago.
Okay.
No, more than that. What?
Yeah.
Like 15, no, 13. A long time ago.
Yeah.
So we basically live in his town. So like everybody knows his family and they went to school with Gianni. So it's not like a big deal because they're all so close with Gianni and his family that it's just like, oh, like we know you as Nicole now. You've been his wife for 11 years now. So it's not weird, thank God.
Yeah.
And basically all the moms here I'm cozy with because they've been friends with my kids for years. So I feel comfortable here. I feel cozy. I don't feel like anyone's like weird towards me. So yeah, I love that because I want my kids to have the most normal life as possible. Like obviously I grew up normal, having like the normal life and doing all the things. So I want my kids to experience that as well. And yeah, just like growing up and like doing the sports and, making friends. And yeah, I just want them to have a normal, like non-famous life.
Yeah. Yeah. Because your kids, what? So they think you're an actress? I believe I heard that. Is that what you say?
Yes.
Yeah, well, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also
I mean,
it's...
no.
But what? Are you kidding? If your kids
I could.
Yeah. When your kids get older, there is no fucking shot. 1, they're not going to be thankful as shit for everything you've given them. But 2, impressed. Are you kidding? Like, you got, I think the one of the hardest things to do is getting your foot in the door, getting your name out there. And not that it's easy to transition once you're, this party girl or whatever into whatever it may be, doctor, a nurse, a mom, whatever. That's obviously not the easiest thing, but I think the important part is just getting your name out there, doing the thing, and then you can honestly kind of transition in any way you want.
Well, I feel like it's so easy now. Like you could really make a name for yourself on social media. Like back in the day, there was like no social media. Like when Jersey Shore first started in 2009, like Twitter was just coming out. I remember when the show aired, like Twitter was becoming a thing. There was no Instagram, definitely no TikTok. Like there was really no social media. Like you really had to like go on a reality show or
seriously,
bust your ass trying to be an actor or something to like really get out there and make a name for yourself. Now you can freaking go viral on TikTok and boom, you're set for life.
Seriously.
So it's definitely easier to be somebody nowadays. But no, yeah, I loved how everything worked out because I feel like if social media was such a big deal, like we would really we would really
The show would have been
be slaughtered
boring. I feel like
because we were
people are too
crazy.
sensitive nowadays. I feel like you guys were given you guys could do so much. You could get blacked out on the show, like do some party favors, whatever, maybe some people. And it's just like,
No, yeah, now it's just
oh
like,
my God,
you
now it's
need
boring.
rehab, you have a problem.
Yeah, seriously.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I know.
It's different now.
I saw like
But,
a clip from the Housewives of Lisa Rinna saying like something about just like, back in the day they'd get really wine drunk, slip a Xanax in their drink before shooting the show, and now it's like strictly sober. I'm like, it'd be so much more fun if we spice things up.
Agreed. I definitely miss that part of it. But like also I don't, because that's really not my life anymore, Like
Yeah.
I prefer being home with the kids, like not doing anything. And just, like being a mom. Like obviously I love like my mommy nights out. Like those are a must,
Yeah.
because if you don't do that, you're a cranky mommy and
Yeah.
you're yelling at the kids for no reason. Like I always tell all the moms, especially the new moms, like you need to make time for yourself. Whether it's just like running to Target for an hour or going to get your hair done or your nails done, like you need to make time for yourself, because then you're going to be cranky and annoying and you're not going to be like the best version of you that you want to be as a mom. So I definitely love my getting together with my best girlfriends and just doing dinner or just like being in our jammies and like drinking wine. Like I still enjoy those moments. Obviously, I'd rather be sober and home with the kids.
Yeah.
But I do once in a while, like Snooki might come out sometime here and there.
We love it.
Like she's not like fully dead.
No, never.
Yeah.
Snooki never dies. No. That's awesome. So then what's like a normal week in your life with the children and everything?
No, yeah. So it's just, so they're in school, obviously. So
Yeah.
just drop them off at school. And I love doing my errands in the morning, because if you go to Target or Trader Joe's and like all the things, like nobody's there, because it's right in the morning and there's no lines and you just get your shit done. So I like doing my errands in the morning. And I try and go to my store. The first store that I opened in Madison, it's literally like 10 minutes away from me.
Amazing.
So I try and go there every single day, just like making sure everything's good. The floor is good. All the stuff that I ordered is good. Just like overseeing everything.
Totally.
So I like to do that. And then just like I'm basically in my office all day. Like even though I'm a stay-at-home mom, like when I'm not filming or traveling for work, like I like being in my office, ordering inventory for my stores, or like getting stuff done for my wine, or figuring out my schedule for like a new show I'm shooting. I always like to do something where I know it's about work, because if I don't, I feel like I'm being useless, and I like being busy. I like hustling.
Agreed.
I like doing something that I know I'm making money for my kids. So I like staying busy when it comes to work and stuff like that.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Yeah, that's super impressive. You have 3 storefronts, right?
4.
4, okay.
Yeah, so I have Madison, New Jersey, which is very close to me, which I'm always there.
Yeah.
Seaside Heights, which is obviously seasonal. Like we're open Thursday to Sunday, right now. But like in the summertime, obviously we're so insane and crazy.
Yeah.
'Cause it's in Seaside and everyone's down there for the summer.
Yeah.
And then I have Huntington, New York, which is in Long Island, which I love. That's probably my biggest store. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that town. And then I recently just opened Nashville.
Wow.
Because Nashville is like the best place.
Yeah,
I love Nashville so much.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have some drinks and then go shopping. Yeah.
So fun.
And then you have the wine business too, right? That's your alcohol?
Yeah, so I have Messy Mama Wine.
Okay.
My goal for 2026
Yeah.
is to freaking get into stores. It's so hard.
Wait, I
Like,
know I wanted to buy a bottle before I
do
got
the-
here. Like I wanted to be drinking it.
Shipping like takes a while, and it's like a process, and like delivering the alcohol, it's just like a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to try it, you get my wine at Messy Mama. We have a red blend, we have a white, and then we have a rosé.
Okay.
So obviously I want to add more to the collection, but like it's just so hard to buy alcohol online. I don't know. It takes a while, and you just want to like go to the liquor store and pick it up. Like, oh, I'm gonna have girls' night tonight.
Yeah, just
Let
want
me
to
go
Uber
get some
Eats
Messy
it.
Mama.
Yeah.
And exactly.
Yeah.
So my goal for 2026 is to get my wines in store. I know it's very hard, but that's the goal.
Wait, I like that goal. I'll definitely be a purchaser of it. Is that the right word? I'll be a customer.
No, yeah. When it happens, you guys will know.
Yeah. Me and my college friends will love it. Because I graduate in 6 months, so I am kind of trying to figure out, you know.
Congrats.
Thank you. I mean, hopefully I'm graduating in 6 months. That's the plan. But
You'll be fine.
yeah, moving to New York City and just I kind of built
nice.
I kind of built my personal brand a
Okay.
little bit off of like partying, being crazy, being out there. And of course now I'm trying to transition kind of like you did, you know, and be a little more businessy, a little more appropriate, but also like it's not like that party girl is ever gonna die. Like that is me, you know, but it definitely gets amplified a little
like
bit
your
more.
personality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I remember when I was doing the transition, I think it was after I had my son.
Okay.
It was like probably a couple months after. I was like, I don't want to be Snooki anymore. Like I want to be a good mom. And I went too hard. I like did the total flap to where I was wearing these dresses that were like grandma that didn't like it wasn't me.
Had to
I was
dress
trying
the
to be
part.
somebody that I wasn't.
Yeah.
It was just like a grandma like beige sequins dress for Wendy Williams, and I've been on there a ton of times, like just being me, normal.
Yeah.
And then after my son, I tried to like do this quick transition of, oh, I'm a good mom and I'm classy now, and no, it didn't fucking work out because you know what, that wasn't really me.
Yeah.
So don't try and like push it too much. It'll
Okay.
just naturally come.
Yeah.
And I feel like I did it wrong to where, and even Wendy Williams was like, you're trying to be something you're not. And I'm like, no, I'm a classy
This is
mom
me
now.
now.
Like
it's
what?
a new chapter.
So yeah, I regret doing that because I just wanted to be a good mom to my son, and I didn't want to be that girl anymore. But like also, you know, you can be that girl, but be different, like a different version of her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, don't ever shame yourself is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like there's nothing wrong with that girl. I feel like a lot of the times it doesn't help. Also, you know, I speak my mind online. I say maybe dirty jokes or whatever, but I feel like a lot of times it gets misconstrued where so many people think just because I like to party and drink, that means I'm like a slut or I don't like care about myself or have values. I'm like, I don't really think the two fucking correlate at all. But
yeah, but also like, do we even care? Like what?
wait,
people
that's such a
think?
good fucking point. You're right. That should have
Like
been my first point.
why do we care? First of all,
Yeah.
like they're strangers and you're living for you.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying this a lot lately because everyone's like, how do you deal with like the negative comments? Because bullying is just insane now on social media.
Yeah.
And obviously like everyone has said the worst shit about me and my castmates. So yeah, just like, do we care what these strangers think of us? Like we're just living
Exactly.
for ourselves. And I always say, as long as like your family
I
respects
always
you,
say
your
that
friends
too.
respect
Me too.
you.
What? That's exactly
Yeah,
what I
it's just
say.
like that's all that matters. Like who cares if Sally from Arkansas thinks we're trashy?
Wait, I
don't
literally
care.
said the same fucking quote on my podcast last week. That's insane. I say the same thing. I'm like,
Hmm?
my big thing is, I don't give a fuck. But it's like, don't give a fuck about what? I give a fuck what my family thinks about me. I give a fuck what my friends think about me. But what do I not give a fuck about? Exactly what fucking Sally and Becky think on the side of the street. I don't care. They don't know me. I don't want them to know me. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because if they did truly know you, they would never say those things about you. So,
Totally. Oh, I like that. That's some motherly advice right there.
love that.
Yeah. I am very close to my mom. And growing up, it was always like I moved around a lot. I went to like 3 different high schools, so always was like immersed into new cultures, different spots, and I feel like she was always my biggest one, just being like, oh, they're fucking jealous, you know. Or
Yes, I say that to my daughter now.
yeah,
I'm like, they're just jealous of you, sweetie.
oh my god, are you? If I bet they honestly probably are. Your daughter must be super fucking cool. If she has you as a mom.
Oh, she's stunning and she's great and she's a great human being.
Yes.
And, you know, obviously in school, you know, they're starting to become like bullying and people being mean. And I'm just like, just be the better person. And I was like, just don't even engage. And you're the sweetest thing ever.
Totally.
And yeah, I want to make sure like I'm raising my kids to not take shit from anyone and just know that like you're a great human being and don't let people knock you down. You know?
100%. Yeah, I think I a lot of the things I've learned and the way I think is through just things I've learned through experiences. I fight fire with fire a lot of the time, you know, like hit me with a 1, I'll come back with a 25, you know, but don't hit me at all. We're good. Like I'm the sweetest thing ever. But I also learned, you know, reaction is everything. So if as we said, Sally's going to call you a bitch and then you call her a cunt. You know, you honestly are the meaner one in this situation, which sucks, but.
Yeah, I definitely changed my ways with that because I did the same to where it was just like making things worse.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, if you really do, if you do that to me, I'm quiet, I'm you, and you're dead to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not giving you that energy.
Yeah.
So going into 2026, like that is my thing.
Yeah.
Like absolutely not. I don't have energy for any of that.
I know the bullshit. I'm over it. I completely agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough being a girl, especially with social media now and the comments and everyone voicing their opinions all over the place. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So obviously, I want to even touch more on your businesses and how you got there, even though we've been doing a little bit of that. But obviously, you got started with the show, even though that doesn't define you. It was a big start to it. I want to know a little bit about kind of before the show, and even I know like. I think it was like the first or second episode. You're like, I'm done. I'm dipping. I'm out. Like, what do you think would have happened? I just threw like 7 questions at you at once, but like, how different would things be if you did leave or whatever?
Oh God, well, my life would be totally different. I mean, before the show, I was going to community college to be a vet tech. So I had like 1 semester and then I was going to graduate and like take my licensing and then just be a vet tech and save animals my entire life because I just love animals so much. So that was like the goal. And eventually like try and be a veterinarian, but I'm not smart like that. So that was just the goal to like, save animals. So if I did leave, which I would probably only be on like 1 episode, I would just go back to my life. Like that's crazy to think, because I wouldn't literally have anything that I have right now.
Seriously, but everything works out the way it's supposed to in the weirdest fucking way. So yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. And that's really good. And your parents super supportive of it, loved it? You're like, oh well. Okay.
Well, I mean, anytime that like I called my mom and I was like, I want to leave, like I hate this place. Yeah. She was like, okay, come home right now. Yeah. Like she was like, I don't want you stressed. Like I feel so bad that you're like freaking out. Come home now. Yeah. And my dad was like, just stick it out. He's like, just stick it out, Nick. This could be really good for you. Like you don't know what's gonna happen with this. So my dad was really like my biggest fan, like making sure that I stayed. And he was like, it's only a couple days. Like you could do it. And yeah, my dad really like pep talked me to stay because if I just listened to my mom, I would have been out.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. And now you guys are filming season 6 it is? You're currently doing that?
Yeah, so we actually film more of Jersey Shore Family Vacation than we have the original series. Okay. Because the original series was only 6 seasons and we ended because I was like 8 months pregnant with Lorenzo. Yes. And then I did Snooki and JWoww, the spinoff, where like I became a mom and did all that. Okay. But so we just wrapped this season and it's going to air in January, but this is going to be like the 9th season or like 8B or something. Okay. So we filmed way more seasons than the original series. And
honestly, like I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've watched every single second and every single episode of the show. I've definitely seen a lot of it. But as I've been refreshing, I'm kind of confused. This is like a stupid question and is honestly irrelevant to what we're talking about. But why the fuck were you guys working when you were on the show? I was so confused by that. I was rewatching and I'm like, why did I forget that they were ever like working? Like, why were you on the boardwalk working? I'm so confused.
Yeah, I think that was like the formula of the show. Okay. Like starting out. Because the first season, so this show was supposed to be a rotating cast. Okay. Like every season they would go somewhere else and there would be a different group of people, like a Real World. Okay. But we made such a splash that everyone fell in love with us and they just kept us, thank God. But the first season, we just went there to experience being on a reality show and just like having the time of our lives. And, just like making that memory. We didn't get paid from the network at all. Danny was literally giving us $200 a week. And that was what we were making. And like Ron was freaking out. I remember Ron was freaking out because he had like a real like adult job. And he was like, I'm losing so much money right now. I'm going to lose my job. And Jenny and they were all like freaking out, like, I'm going to get fired. I have a yearly income. Yeah. Me, I was in college. So it was just like, oh my God, $200 a week. I never had this much money in my life. Yeah. So, Yeah, so that was the first season. Like Danny actually, we were actually working for Danny at the store, and then he was giving us, money for the weekend to like
Okay.
go out and have fun. So that's all that was season 1. And then obviously, they wanted us for season 2 Miami.
Hmm.
So we were like, all right, you guys got to kind of pay us. So that's when, we started getting paid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was just like the concept of the show. It's just like we're all going on vacation together and renting a place, but like we have to be able to afford the place, so we have to go to a store or we have to go work at a store. So yeah, we had to go and work for like 4, I think it was like 4 to 5 hours. I don't remember the time, but
Yeah.
it was like the morning shift and the afternoon shift. And we really did freaking work for those 6
Yeah,
seasons.
see, that's crazy to me. But then that just surprises me because you guys just got so popular so fast. I feel like it would have been like, I'm done working or we're not filming for you, you know?
No, yeah, I feel like we tried. We always tried to get out of the job. Like, oh, we're
Hmm.
tired. We don't want to do it. And they're
Hmm.
like, no, you have to go. This is your job.
Yeah.
So we were forced to still go and work.
Yeah. But as you said too, you were saying how you grew up normal, which is funny because I would say you grew up famous, I guess. Well, I guess you had some other normal stuff before you got on the show. But is it
Yeah.
ever like in your words you said it kind of happened suddenly. Was it like very imposter syndrome, kind of weird for you, or you like how did you navigate that at first?
Well, I mean, I always wanted to be on a reality show and like be famous. Like I always wanted to do reality. Like I was such a fan of Real World and
Uh-huh.
like Road Rules growing up.
Okay.
Like MTV was like the shit back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was just such a fan of all of that I wanted to do reality. I was like, I just want to try it, see if I like it, whatever. Just like have the experience. So yeah, I thought it was just gonna be like one season. Then I go back to my life, whatever, just to say like I did it.
Yes.
And I was on TV for like a hot minute, and that
Hmm.
was fun. Um, but yeah, it turned out to be something totally different. I'm so grateful for everything that's happened, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to be famous for a hot minute and
Hmm.
like see what it was like. Like
Totally.
MySpace was like a big thing before, and I was MySpace famous. I was a
Okay.
MySpace celebrity.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was trying to get there through MySpace, and then I saw the audition for Jersey Shore, and I was like, oh, this is how we're gonna do it, Queen.
Totally. And
Mhm.
everyone who was at the shore at the same
Yeah.
time, like other people not on the show, they like knew the show was happening and you guys were filming.
Oh yeah, and everyone was so mad because I feel like a lot of the people obviously
Uh-huh.
did try out for the show
Okay.
and they didn't get picked. So we had a
Interesting.
lot of freaking haters the first season because, it was supposed to be them on the show.
Yeah. When were people like you, like guys and girls, kind of using people on the show so they could, like random guys at the bar maybe, or random girls at the bar wanting to go back with one of you so they could get like screen time, 5 minutes of fame?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like at that time we didn't care because we knew that was what it was, and it was
Yeah.
just like, we were all there just to have a good time. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Totally. Yeah. That's what it's about.
Good times.
Yeah. I one of the places I lived was in Philadelphia, so every summer we would go to the Jersey Shore, but obviously like a lot different than your Jersey Shore. It was like, Avalon, New Jersey, which is
Mm.
very proper, like the men are in suits, I feel like, very
Mm.
fun.
Yeah, I feel like I've never been there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
You don't
always
need
I
to
was always a
go.
Seaside Heights girl.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
never
I
been to
was I
Seaside
always went to
Heights.
Seaside Heights.
Yeah. No.
It's not the same than it was back in the day.
Yeah.
And I think a lot has to do with like when Sandy hit, like it just destroyed a lot of things. And then they were like,
Yeah.
you know what? Like I feel like the town was like we're rebuilding
Hmm.
and they wanted to make it more like homey and family oriented. So there was a lot of like condos going up and apartments, and that's where Karma used to be, and Karma is now apartments and like a storefront. So it's sad.
Wow.
It's not the same.
But that's where you said that's where one of your
Mhm.
stores is, right? In Seaside?
So I
Okay.
am I'm like a couple blocks away from the Shore store because the
Okay.
Shore store's on the boardwalk. But I
Yeah.
couldn't find a place on the boardwalk. So yeah, I'm a couple blocks down.
Hmm.
And it's a cute little store. It's like 800 square feet, so it's not big. But I mean, you just go in there and you can experience,
Yeah,
shopping my closet.
exactly. But I feel like a lot of your shoppers aren't even just people who are shopping there due to like nostalgia. I'm like, how do I say that word? Nostalgia. There we go.
No, you're like me. I always say words wrong, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. But it's like, I'm like, no, it's a new word. Add it to Urban Dictionary. I'm just creating words out here.
Nostalgia.
Yeah. But you, that's not even what all your clients are from. Like, you actually built like it's Rick and Mortar. I call it like Rick and Morty. I'm like, what are you doing? But brick and mortar.
Oh yeah, brick and mortar.
Yeah.
Yeah, brick and mortar.
You did that shit.
Yeah, so I always had my online store.
Yeah, the boutique.
Which was like, so it was always online,
Okay.
and I just never had the time to like do a brick and mortar, like a physical location, because I was just always so busy with like traveling and like doing club appearances and filming the show that I never had like time, like a month off to be like, okay, I want to open my store, because I knew it was going to be like a lot, and I knew I was going to do everything because I like doing things on my own. And it was like the first thing that I did on my own. Like, honestly, it's like all me. It's like my investment. I don't have a partner. There's not someone telling me what I can and cannot do, because obviously when you do like brand stuff and you have your own line with like a company, you don't have full control because it's not your company.
Yeah.
This is my company. So I wanted to make sure it was all me and I was doing it correctly and I had the time. So 2019, I opened my first store, and now we have 4 going into 2026.
That's so crazy. So like, what have you learned from that? Like, obviously I'm assuming there was a lot of ups, maybe even some downs. Like, what are some takeaways you've had starting a few businesses?
Well, I was just playing house. Like, I had no idea what I was doing.
I'm just a girl
like,
out
I worked
here.
in retail my entire life. Yeah, so like I knew like how to like do like the retail aspect of it, because like I worked at stores before, and obviously I love fashion, clothes, like I love all of that. So that wasn't the hard part. The hard part was like doing things correctly, like making sure I don't get in trouble with like the government, and like filing for this and doing these things, and making sure I'm paying the bills on time. It was just like a lot of adulty things.
I agree.
That I needed to make sure I was doing, and also just like hiring the staff and like making sure all that's good, and like making sure I have a good team.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's very hard to find a good team, and it's hard to find people that like want to work, because you really can make money doing anything now. Like no one wants to actually go work, you know what I mean? So it's very hard, but I have a great team now, and everything is good so far.
That's very good. And you sell, what type of things you sell in the store? I know one of the first thing you did was like your classic slippers, right?
Yeah, so the slippers, I had my slippers, and then I had my tanning lotions, which I still have to this day. And then I did perfume, and then I was like, okay, like I want merch. So then I started the merch, and then I was like, no, now I want to sell like outfits, like you're shopping my closet and you're shopping my looks and my style. So then I did all the outfits. So like the leopards, the rhinestones, all the bedazzles, the sparklies. So now it's still that you have all of the products that I sell in my store. Obviously everyone loves to see the merch, but like I have different items when it comes to like my personality. So sometimes I like to be like cozy and Adam Sandler, and then others like I want to be hot and cute and like fashionable.
100%.
So I literally have everything when it comes to my store, like loungewear, cozies, but then like cute outfits or like mid outfits where it's like in between. So I try and have a little bit of everything in my stores.
Yeah, but
also the price point. I mean, you see a lot of these reality stars that like, they open boutiques and it's like $300 for a shirt. I was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that, because I've been there to where I was a college student and I literally had no money to my name, but I wanted to go shopping.
Yeah.
So like I would go to like Rainbow because it was so cheap, and like all these like cheap, stores, because that's all I could afford. So literally my lowest price is $5. And then my highest price is probably, I don't know, like 60, 65. So I wanted to make sure everything is affordable and people can actually shop and enjoy my things.
Seriously. Yeah, that's great. Good. Yeah, inflation is crazy these days. But you're also, you're not done yet, right? Like you still have more plans to build it, more things that you want to do with it, but get it even bigger.
Yeah, I feel like, so my goal for the Snooki shop was to get 4 stores, because I do everything in 4. 4 is like my lucky number, my angel number. Like I love 4 is just my number. I don't know why.
Okay.
But 4 is everything to me. So I
Okay.
always said I was gonna have 4 kids.
Okay.
I ended up just having 3 because after Angela, I was like, I am done.
Yeah.
So I got a dog.
Yeah.
Do you want to see him? He's
Yes,
right
I do. I do. What's his name?
He's so cute. Rocky.
Oh my gosh, I love him.
I know. He's a Shih Tzu. Rocky, say hi.
We have hi,
Hey.
yes, hi. My mom is I have 2 siblings, so she has 3 kids too, and then we have a dog as her 4th kid and her favorite kid. So
See, there you go. Okay.
yeah. Well, it's the only
Yeah,
one.
so I do everything in 4s.
I do everything in 4s. 3 is my
What were you
lucky
saying?
number, so 3 is my lucky number.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I was like, when I do my stores, like 4 is gonna be like the goal,
Okay.
and then we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah, you do 4
So yeah, I'm
stores,
just
you're
I'm
doing
just
good.
chilling. I'm chilling right now with the 4 stores.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
place to be. Good spot.
Mhm.
And then you also do a lot of giving back, right? You have like food banks, I think I saw, right? What else? Holiday give backs, I believe.
Oh yeah, so for the holidays,
yeah.
yes, for the holidays, I just feel like I just want to give back as much as possible. So we do the canned foods, like
Uh-huh.
the food bank. We do the clothing, and the toys for the kids. Just like anything that we could do to get stuff for people that are struggling, because it's not easy living in this world now. But ever
Seriously.
since I opened my brick and mortar stores, I've
Yeah.
been doing things. So like, any like inventory we have left over that's
Okay.
like really not moving, or like too much of something.
Yeah.
We always donate the clothes to the women's battered shelters,
Love it.
because they always need things. They
Yes.
always need freaking clothes and all the things. So
Mhm.
I just give everything to them. And then Gay Pride, because I love my gays.
Fuck
We
yeah, we
always
do.
do something in store for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have our events where like you can come and drink in store. You come shop, and then I will match whatever we make that weekend and donate it to the local organizations, because I feel like they literally have nothing and they need all the things. So I've been doing that ever since we opened. And yeah, I like giving back. I feel like, why not? And it makes me
100%.
feel good. It makes me feel like I'm helping people, and that makes me feel happy.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree with that. I know, especially as like, I don't know, I was about to call myself an influencer, but I hate doing that. But as an influencer like myself, I feel like we get so much like free random stuff, and I always accept it because I'll make little bins and bring them to the
Oh,
women's
like the
shelter.
PR boxes?
Yes, but I make little bins,
Yeah.
and I haven't done any like giveaways for my followers because I usually take the extra product, and give it to the women's shelter because we have one right near us in Sarasota. Or like I'll bring like a little gift basket for like, we have a Planned Parenthood down the street. I'll like bring them a little gift basket, stuff like that. Giving back is
No, I love that.
love it, 100%.
You know what I love to do randomly?
Yeah.
Especially in the summertime when it's like really hot,
Mhm.
you get Ziploc bags and you put like bars in there. You put
Okay.
socks. You put like toothbrushes. You basically make like a kit for
A
the
kit,
homeless,
and pass them out.
and literally go to the city and you just hand them out, and they are so grateful.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say it's fun to do,
Yeah, no,
but like
but
I
it
just
is. It seriously is. Giving back and helping people
I
is
love
fun.
doing stuff like that.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I love doing that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, giving back is always great. The evolution from a reality personality to a multi-business entrepreneur, I feel like we kind of touched on that in little details, but like, what do you think was one of the just, I don't know, the craziest thing about especially people's perceptions, of maybe people not believing in you and you being like, no, I'm going to fucking do it. And obviously, hopefully proves a lot of people wrong because look at you doing it. But what was that like really in the moment?
Yeah.
Like, were there a lot of people telling you like, you're a reality TV star, like stick to that. That's all. That's your niche. Like, you're not going to go do these businesses.
Yeah, I feel like that, but it was more just like a personal attack.
Okay.
Like, for instance, when I got pregnant,
Yeah.
they were just like, you're going to be an awful mom. And I remember this one magazine did like a fake photo of me pregnant, smoking a cigarette, and like drinking vodka. And I was just like, oh my God, like, no. So I already
Like,
knew that
shit,
people
what,
thought
did
I
I
was going to
do
be
that?
this awful mom, and child services were going to take my child away. And I was just like, I know I'm going to prove all these bitches wrong. So I did. And I was like, so there's that, like, personally.
Yeah.
But then, like, yeah, like every time I open the Snooki shop in another town, everybody erupts, like, because they post it like on the page saying
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
what's
yeah.
coming. And everybody that lives there is like, oh, trash. What is she going to sell? Condoms and freaking cigarettes. Like, ugh,
Hopefully.
like
Some
so
shitty
annoying.
condoms would be lit.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I always write back in the comments, and I just kill people with kindness. And I'm like,
That's good.
before you talk shit, why don't you come in my store and check it out?
Yeah.
And then they're pleasantly surprised. They're just like, your store is killing it. You are so good. So yeah, I feel like I always prove people wrong, and
Good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, I feel like the bad mom thing is such a bullshit thing because, like, I think something that is, I mean, personally, I'm speaking from experience because, like, my mom is like, you know, maybe, you know, she too isn't your typical like Holly homemaker mom, you know. My mom's biggest thing is she's like, my life didn't stop when I had you guys. Like, I love you guys are my whole world, but like my mom's that her and my dad are very happy, like take time for themselves, love to travel, do all that, you know, best of both worlds. But I think something that makes her the best mom, which I bet makes you an incredible mom, is like loyalty. Like, you ride for your own, you know?
Right.
So I think it's funny if people
No, I
say,
agree.
I feel like you'd be the opposite of a bad mom. I feel like if, you know, you teach your kids to be kind and also teach them to not take shit and balance that well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel like the struggle is right now. Like, I just want my kids to not take shit from anyone. And I know that, you know, they probably talk bad about me. Like, I know it's going to happen eventually. And I
Yeah,
just want them to
honestly.
be secure and happy in their life. And yeah, just like live the best life that you can. And but also
Seriously.
like be a kind human being doing it.
Right?
You know?
Yeah. You got to find some type of balance with that stuff. What have you learned about kind of still sharing your life, obviously, because you're still doing the show, and even, you know, you said you did a spin-off about motherhood. How do you stay so like telling people kind of and involving them in your life, yet also, you know, keeping things private and having a private life with your family and kids?
Yeah, like I feel like I've shared so much. Like, so when I got pregnant and we stopped Jersey Shore,
Yeah.
that's when we did the spinoff, and I literally gave birth on the show to Lorenzo and then Giovanna.
Yeah.
Angela was like my only like personal.
Okay.
I can't.
It's fulfilling. It's great.
See, that's why
It's better to have a busy house than a fucking dead silent
I
house.
book. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I make sure I always book like my podcast, like meetings, and while the kids are in school, to avoid interruptions.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's so weird for me because I'm like, I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, I feel like I kind of just got thrown into this. Like, I was just posting on TikTok, you know, like being funny, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm making money, and it's like I feel like I'd be stupid to not pursue something if I'm making money doing it. And then it's like I'm sitting here right now interviewing you, and that's just like, why am I doing an interview? Like, I feel like I'm like, they didn't teach that in gym class. I don't have the qualifications. They didn't teach that in sex ed growing up. Like, what am I doing? But again, you're in great
I think you're
hands.
doing
so
great,
prepared.
and I feel like it's
Thanks.
more. So I like doing podcasts because I've had a podcast with Joey for literally since podcasts started,
sick.
like before it was even a thing.
Yeah.
So we've had our podcast for like 15 years now, honestly. But now like podcasts are such a thing, and like I feel like everyone's doing it, but not everyone is like good at it.
Yeah.
And you're good at it because you're basically just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having a conversation, and you want to make your guests feel cozy.
Totally.
And make it like it's a conversation and not like a Barbara Walters like
Oh my gosh,
you know?
I know. Question for question.
Like a good podcast. A good podcast is like a good conversation. So I think you're doing great.
Oh, thank you. I know. I noticed I have the best podcast when I like have a few drinks and it's just naturally flowing and you forget someone's recording and there's a microphone in your face. That's always the best.
I love doing podcasts with drinks. Yeah, that is the best thing.
Yeah, it is good. I know it's 10 in the morning right now, but usually I would be stacked, but gotta drive home after this.
Oh yeah, I mean, same.
Oh yeah, because you're in Jersey, so we're on the same time. I know, thank God I'm still not in California. If I had to wake up at 7 a.m., I feel like I'd be like a zombie on this call right now. I'm not a morning person.
That would suck.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person.
I am not a morning person either.
Yeah.
No, same.
Yeah. Did you have
breakfast? And I love my sleep. I am a bed rotter. I like bed rotting
too.
Whenever I can. Yeah, like I can literally sit in bed for 2 days and not move.
Yeah, me too. I got my you know, they did like the Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah.
They also did like an Uber Wrapped, and it was said my like top thing. I'm in the top 10% of people who ordered McDonald's this year, and I'm really proud of that. Yeah, top
Oh,
10%.
I'm probably in that also.
Yeah.
I always order, like, if I'm in a bad mood
Uh-huh.
or I just want something to make me smile and
Yeah.
I'm like not feeling it, I'll
Okay.
get a large fry and a large seltzer or like a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
And I do that very often.
That's
All
my
I need
shit.
is fries and like a nice large soda or a dirty martini,
You're
and then I'll
speaking
feel
my
better.
fucking language. That's me. But I'm not the diet. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
anything diet. I like the real Coca-Cola. That's what I'm like. I'm addicted to soda,
Oh yeah.
honestly. And dirty martinis. Those.
Well, that's my drink of choice if I'm drinking during the day now. Like I do love Coke and
Okay.
vodka.
Yeah.
Like Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
I'm like, I'm
mixed
addicted to
with
Coke. I'm like,
Tito's.
Coca-Cola, by the way. Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Coca-Cola and Tito's.
Yeah.
And just like mixed with ice is just glorious. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I feel like that's a common misconception. I like, even the other day I was on antibiotics, so I wasn't drinking, and I went to like a birthday dinner, and then everyone was going out after, and I'm like, oh, let's go, where are we going? And my guy friends were like, I thought you said you weren't going out. I'm like, I just said I wasn't drinking. Like I can be more fun than like 99% of people drunk sober. Like I don't need alcohol. Like I'm fun. I don't need it. I mean, sure, it fucking helps and it's great, but I don't need it. Yeah. And on that same topic, people.
No, yeah, same.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do that, but like also I get over it easily. I'm just like, okay, I'm bored. I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, that's
so definitely having drinks makes me stay longer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a rallier. Like obviously being a senior in college, it's like we just did our Vegas trip, and it's like I love to have a night and like, you know, maybe have some regrets. Honestly, that's what I look forward to. But if I'm hungover, I don't want to wake up and maybe I'm like sound like a pussy. I don't want to wake up and keep drinking. I'm like, I want to get a massage, lay in my bed, order McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for me it depends. Like if
can't do
I'm
that.
away and on vacation, like we're probably gonna wake up and get bagels or whatever. But
Yeah.
then we're gonna go to brunch and we'll have mimosas.
Yes,
But like if
yes,
I'm
yes.
just home and I'm not doing anything, like I am rotting all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
valid. I know my mom's big thing is she always says, she's like, I won't have a drink at home. Like she doesn't drink it in the house. And I'm like, but we live in a city. And I'm like, but you go out every single night for a drink. And she's like, yeah, but I don't drink at home. I'm like, okay, but you still have a drink every single day. She's like, yeah. It's just, sometimes about.
Yeah, I feel like it's different having a drink out than when you're home. Like
Sure.
I prefer to have a drink out.
It's more relaxing.
home.
It feels
But, like,
like
also-
an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to go out and like have that experience of like sitting at a bar having a drink.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel like whenever you go out, are you like getting swarmed? What's the deal? Do you have paparazzi following you? Like how is it in your current day-to-day life with that?
Oh no, thank God.
Oh, okay.
No, so being in Jersey, there's like no paparazzi, thank
Okay.
God. I mean, in the city, like if we're all together, like as roomies,
Yeah.
like yeah, we're gonna be swarmed.
Okay. Yeah.
But no, like anytime I'm in the city, like I'm just a normal person, thank God. And I love that because I don't like that. Like I don't like being followed and like the paparazzi. It's just like I like to be normal as much as possible. And I like to have like a normal life as much as I
Totally.
can. So I enjoy not, having all of that. But yeah, it depends where I go.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm not bothered, but people do see who I am.
Yeah. But sometimes it's like time and place, of course.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the kids, like if I have the kids with me,
Yeah.
I'm just like, can I be a mom for a second?
Yeah. Right.
But I mean, I always try and be very, very, very nice and welcoming.
Totally.
But sometimes, I might be a little bitchy. And
Aren't we all?
you know what?
Sue me.
Everyone has their moments.
me, yeah.
So if I was ever a bitch to you, I am sorry. I was not in a good mood.
It won't be the first time, won't be the last time. It's okay. Yeah. But at first, did you like the paparazzi at first? Was it fun?
Oh, at first we loved it.
Yeah.
We were like, look at us.
Yeah.
We're so cool. We loved it. I remember me and Jenny, we would stay in the city and like for press and stuff, but we would like stay in the city and she would call her TMZ friend and be like, this is where we're going to be tonight
I was
for
going to say
dinner.
that. If I could call paparazzi
then-
on myself.
Yeah.
I would.
Literally, and then
Yeah.
we show up to the restaurant and we're like,
Yeah.
like
What?
pretending we didn't just call them to take
That's
pictures of us.
epic.
Yeah, we were
Wait,
so
I love
stupid.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just
Mm-hmm.
yeah, being that age and having all that hype and attention, and especially like there was just nothing like it at the time. Like you were the fucking blueprint. That's crazy.
Oh, we loved it. We thought
Yeah.
it was so cool and fun.
Yeah.
It was a time. It was a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but after that, right, when you kind of before you did your transition into the business and everything, did you have a moment that was kind of like, oh, fuck, like almost kind of trapped, stuck, not really knowing what route to take? Like, did you have that moment?
Not really.
You're like, no, I knew everything
No.
instantly. Okay. T.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like everything just came so quick and it was just that was just our lives for like a long time.
So it made sense.
And we
It didn't
loved
ever
it.
kind of feel like, what's it? Oh, it
Yeah.
kind of made sense. I like that. Yeah, I feel like you
Mm-hmm.
were. My parents said, because I've always had a big personality, you know. I've always been told I'm too loud or whatever, and now I'm like, well, look at me making a career out of being too loud. Let's go. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. You remain a central force on a Jersey Shore family vacation, the global MTV revival, now 8 seasons and more than 200 episodes in general, giving viewers a real-time
Yes.
look at your life as a mother, wife, entrepreneur, and the entire cast reunites in new cities and returns to the original Seaside Heights house for the upcoming season. But I think my question is, to sum it up,
No, yeah, you're good.
just kind of about like the difference in the new show, I guess, versus the old, especially after now that you have the businesses, you have taken away a lot, had 3 kids and learned so much. Like, what's the different almost mindset and not even mindset, just in general feelings with this new season, even for like maybe your castmates too?
Well, I mean, comparing both seasons,
Mm-hmm.
well, different shows. Jersey Shore was more of like none of us were parents yet. None of us were
Yeah.
married. You know, we were still like young and dumb and in our party phase. So that filming was like 24/7, thrown in a house with cameras everywhere
Yeah.
for like a month and a half. Now it's just like, you know, bringing the show back. We were like, I was like, I can't do that. Like none of us could do that. Like I think I was the first to have like the kids, and I think Jenny had her daughter.
Okay.
So me and her had our kids, and we were just like, we can't film like this anymore. I was like, I need to be home with my babies. Like they were young.
Yeah.
So that's when we were like, okay, we have to shoot Jersey Shore Family Vacation way differently because you know we need to be able to be parents first and like
Okay.
you know just make sure our kids are okay.
That makes sense.
So we don't do 24/7 thrown in a house anymore. And I always give my work 3 nights of me because I will not be away from my kids more than that because I'll freak out and I'm a homebody and I get homesick, especially
Totally.
for my kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a different formula, but it works out for our life now because we're in different places. You know, we all have kids now and we're married and we're literally adults, like
Yeah.
actual adults. Like we need to be able to be home and like take care of the forefront before like we go and, you know, film. So I like this way of filming better
Yeah,
just
'cause it's
because
more
it
on your
works for
terms.
us.
Yeah.
And I feel like mentally it's better because filming the way we did back in the day was so mentally draining that I just can't imagine ever doing that again.
Totally. Yeah, that was like, it was a full-time 9 to 5 for sure. Yeah.
That was like a 8 to friggin' 3 a.m.
Yeah.
It was a
No,
lot.
a 24-hour shift. Let's be for real.
Literally, yeah.
Okay, well, that's great. I love all the business shit and everything you've accomplished. That's very inspiring. I want to ask you for some like random advice and just maybe like tips and tricks or some things you wish you knew in your 20s because I, you know, just kind of got thrown into the real world. Like I paid taxes this year and I was like, what? That's so much money. Who's it going to? Why am I
Yeah.
paying this? I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
So what's your advice to me as a 20-year-old and like about to graduate and I'm moving to New York and just, I don't know, it's kind of a broad question, but any like general advice for girls my age? Because my audience, like the people watching this today are like 25 all the way to like 17. We have a lot of that age range.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy it because you all are still young. I
Yeah.
just turned 38 this year, so I feel like a freaking old hag.
Oh my God. I know.
But I don't know. I feel like when I was your age, like I just wanted to experience everything
Uh-huh.
and just do everything full force, just like not because I knew I wanted to be a young mom and I knew I wanted
Yes.
to have kids young and I just wanted to enjoy life to the fullest
Yeah.
at your age. And also, like, there's so many opportunities being thrown at you.
Mm-hmm.
I just it's okay to say no to things to not tire you out so much,
Yeah.
because you don't want to say yes to everything because then it's just too oversaturated and people get bored with you. So you want
I
to
like
make
that
sure that you
take.
don't say yes to
I like
everything.
that take.
Yeah. And also like do things that you really care about.
Mm-hmm.
Like don't do things that you're forcing yourself to do just because you want to make money. Because the
Totally.
money will be there if you do your career right. So just do things that mean a lot to you and you actually want to do. Like everybody should have a job that they love doing. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Yes.
you shouldn't be forced to go somewhere to a job that you hate, that you're getting treated like shit at
Seriously.
just because you're making good money. Like I
Yeah.
feel so awful for people like that.
Yeah.
So just do what you love and be smart about it, but also have a good fucking time doing it.
Seriously. And it's funny you say the oversaturated, not saying yes to everything
Mhm.
and kind of staying true to yourself. Because I feel like if you
Yeah.
explain this to a millennial kid, or what is it, a Victorian child, they'd be like, what are you talking about? But I feel like it's literally my job to post online 3 times a day, but sometimes that's like inauthentic. Like sometimes I don't have shit to say. Sometimes I'm sitting in my bed with my McDonald's, like checked out from
Yeah.
the world. And it's like, I feel like that's something
Mhm.
I've learned, just to just not only just be private, but even though it is my job, to like, I don't have to say yes to everything. I don't owe these people anything. I don't
Yeah.
owe them explanations, because I do share a lot of my life online. Like a big thing that I don't know, I would say, I guess, went viral for, I don't even know what I would call it, blew me up, was my boyfriend and me broke up, and I like went online. I was like crying online. I'm like, this dickhead, and
Mm.
yeah, so not my proudest moments, but
Well, you're doing great, sweetie.
thank you. I'm trying. I'm so happy you came on this podcast. I feel like it's really great because I don't know if this is true. I feel like I am one of the younger podcasts at Dear Media, so I think it's fun for both of us to, we're in both different,
Mhm.
so total different spots in our lives, but I hope that by
Yeah.
the time I'm in a couple years, like transition like you did, doing what you did, have businesses, like it's seriously super inspiring. And even
Mhm.
talking to a bunch of my friends, telling them I was having you on the podcast, they were like, what the fuck, that's sick, but also just love you for who you were in your 20s or whatever. But we all completely acknowledge like you're still that person, like the Snooki shop, everything in between, your wine, like it's just really cool what you've taken your brand and done with it, and it's inspiring
Yeah.
to so many people, seriously.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And even though I hate like giving advice and stuff like
Mhm.
that, I just want people like to see my path. And it's
Yeah.
just like you can do whatever the hell that you want to do. And you'll eventually be the better version of yourself
Yeah,
eventually.
totally. Thank you so much for coming on my podcast,
Yeah.
Snooki. You fucking killed it. This was so fun.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me
Of
and
course.
keep killing it, bitch. You got
Thank
this.
you. You too. You too. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed my conversation with Snooki. As always, you can find me on Instagram at DavisRow_, on YouTube at Davis-Row, or It's Always Something. And yeah, I think that's me. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.